Dear students, Namaste. Today, let us discuss the new topic under this subject, Pharmaceutical Chemistry 2. This is the topic according to Pharmacy Council of India, which is syllabus framed by the authorities. In that, there is one subject, Pharmaceutical Chemistry 2. Into that, there is one topic, hypoglycemic agents. It is also called as anti-diabetic drugs or oral hypoglycemic agents. So what are the different drugs which is used as an oral hypoglycemic agent, and what is the outcomes of this today's topic? So let us discuss one by one. First, define and classify hypoglycemic agents. Second one, should draw the structures with their chemical name. Recall the properties and uses of different hypoglycemic agents. And what is insulin? What are the different categories under the point insulin, their stability and their storage. These are the 5 important outcomes. After the completion of this topic, students or learner will be able to achieve these all 5 outcomes. Myself, Mr. Abhijit Ankush Kasre, working as a lecturer in KCD's Krishna College of Pharmacy, Karad. If you are not subscribing my channel, just subscribe my channel, that is Abhijit Kasre, and press the bell icon for the future updates regarding the pharmacy subjects. So now, what is first? What do you mean by diabetes mellitus? It is a condition where the blood sugar level is increased or hyperglycemia is occurred due to deficiency of insulin hormone. So, diabetes mellitus, it is a condition characterized by hyperglycemia and glucosuria. Hyperglycemia means increase the blood sugar level, whereas glucosuria means the presence of sugar in urine. So which drugs are used to treat the diabetes mellitus? Name of the drug is hypoglycemic agents that decrease the level of glucose in blood and are used in the treatment of diabetes mellitus, which is characterized by hyperglycemia, glucosuria, polyuria and polydipsia. So what do we mean by diabetes mellitus and what do you mean by hypoglycemic agents? I think all of the students, you got the answers of these two definitions. Now we are moving to the classification part, and here is the first class under the hypoglycemic agents. First one is the parenteral hypoglycemic agents. Short acting, intermediate acting and long acting insulins. Second one is the oral hypoglycemic agents. Different drugs like sulfonylurea, bioguanides, thiazolidinedione, alpha glucosidase inhibitor. Alpha glycosidase inhibitor. So these are the detail about the definition and classification of oral hypoglycemic agent. So you just pause the video and write in your notebook for your exam point of view and just revise before attempting your exams. Now the next point is structures. There are 2 structures under the category of oral hypoglycemic agent, and here is the first structure in front of you. Just select the basic nucleus and write down the chemical name, but the name of the structure is chloropropamide. Just the presence of urea and the presence of sulfonate containing para-chlorine group and propane. That's why propane amide. Second structure is phenformine, and here is the structure in front of you. There is the presence of ions and there is CH2 and the benzene ring. This is the two important structures under the category of oral hypoglycemic agents, which is asked in exam frequently. So you draw these structures in your notebook for your exam point of view. Now the next, what are the properties and uses of the drugs? Here is the two drugs. First one is chlorpropamide and second one is the phenformine. Chlorpropamide containing white crystalline powder, odor is odorless, tasteless, freely soluble or freely insoluble in water but soluble in alcohol. But it is used as a diabetes mellitus and insipidus, generally available in tablet form. Brand names, these are the different brand names of this chlorpropamide. Whereas second drug is phenformine, properties, uses, preparation and brand. These are the two important drugs. Just to pause this video and write in your notebook. This is a very important point for your exam point. So the next point is insulin. In last 4 exams, which is conducted by the MSBT exam authority, asked frequently what is the source of insulin and what precautions should be taken during the storage of insulin. In pharmaceutical chemistry 2 subject. So what is the source? It is secreted by beta cells of the isolates of Langerhans of the pancreas of ox and pig, which is available from the ox and pig pancreas. Then the properties: white powder soluble in water and alkali hydroxide, whereas the uses generally it is used to treat the diabetes mellitus, to reduce the blood sugar level, also used to regulate the carbohydrate metabolism in the treatment of hyperkalemia, ketosis or diabetic coma. These are the uses of insulin. What are the official preparation? Injection, biphasic form, neutral injection, globin zinc injection. These are the different official preparations. In exam frequently asked questions. What is the source, uses and official preparation for insulin? So I hope you got the answer after discussing this chapter or this point. Now the next and the last point of the today's discussion is the storage condition. Generally, insulin is stored in low temperature under the temperature in between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, but always remember it is placed or stored in dark place. Now, what are the precautions should be take care during the handling, storage and using of the insulin? Generally, it is affected by heat, light and moisture. So it is very essential it is protect from it, from heat, light and moisture. But in the case of multi-dose container, it should be shake before withdrawing or before use of that specific dose of insulin. So what are the different labels should be there during the storage in your dark room, in your storage place? First one, a number of unit per ml should be mentioned on your that container. Which animal source of this insulin also mention. Then expiry date and do not freeze, means do not freeze in this below 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. So it is very essential point for exam point of view. So I hope you people clear all the points. So thank you for the patience listening. Thank you so much. If any doubt regarding these points of the pharmaceutical chemistry too, you can contact me, my cell phone number, my mail address, anytime. I will ready to help all of you. So thank you so much. Thank you.